This girl was clear about what she said. She said, whatever situation that is not serving you, I am not saying you should not leave your marriage. She came out to say that this is not the time. We all know that since that program started, that series on Netflix, The Young, Rich, Famous, started, a lot of people have been saying stuff about this lady, Annie, about how she's behaving, if she's taking this, if she's taking that. That has been there. That has been the narrative out there. For a minute, just think about what she was trying to achieve there. This girl is in her lowest. Annie is in her lowest. You don't kick a man or a woman who is already on the ground. That's what she's saying. Why do I think people look for an opportunity to take a swipe on Toke Makinwa? Why? This Tuface and Annie Idibia's issue going on is just that some people have taken it as an opportunity to take a swipe on her. And you see, I don't know why they just cannot understand what this girl did and at the time she did it. Some just don't want to know. As long as it's Toke Makinwa, then they will just come at her and then start talking about person way no fit keep marriage. Now in the advice people. Did you is it that you could just want to attack her, or you try to understand the situation before attacking her? Because it seemed to me like as long as it's Toke Makinwa, there is nothing good she can do. Then she's a bad person, or because she wrote a book about her personal experience. This girl was clear about what she said. She said, whatever situation that is not serving you, I am not saying you should not leave your marriage. But she's just saying, haba. Like, let us all reason this thing. Let us, whatever sentiments that we have against her, let's keep it aside and let's just talk as human beings and people who can reason. She came out to say, and she came out with her full chest. She came out to say that this is not the time. We all know that since that program started, that series on Netflix, The Young, Rich, Famous, started, a lot of people have been saying stuff about this lady, Annie, about how she's behaving, if she's taking this, if she's taking that. That has been there. That has been the narrative out there. But you see, some things can end as just a narrative if there is no proof, right? It can just end there. People will talk and talk and talk, and it will just end there. But when somebody who is like an insider comes out at the time when everywhere is already polarized to come and feel what is going on, then it's just like he's an enemy within. So I don't know why people are going for Toke. She said this thing once, that this is just not the right time. And it's just clear for you to understand. Remove whatever bias, whatever issue you have with her or her personality. And just for a minute, just think about what she was trying to achieve there. This girl is in her lowest. Annie is in her lowest. You don't kick a man or a woman who is already on the ground. That's what she's saying. She's already in her lowest. At that time, we didn't even know that she was in a rehab. Do you know what would have happened? That thing would have just been like a rumor. This girl will go through her rehab process, come out, and she's clean. It will only just remain like a rumor, and she's fine. But you see, we didn't know she wasn't even in a rehab. It was because of what Tuface did that further made people to start researching. And then the story came out that she's in a rehab. We didn't need to know all that. We just didn't need to know that. These are people's private issue. Now, the other day, Very Dark Man called her out. Toke saying that it's like she too, if Tuface even asked her out, she would agree. Called her names.
Do you know what it means to be the wife of Tuface Idibia? A lot of women wanted that position. A lot of now one see they even talk, say Annie went through a lot, Tuface is this, Tuface is that. Plenty of now. Possibly, if we still go for Toke Makinwa today, it's possible that she might still open her legs. Someone forget all those things. A lot of women will still line up for him, knowing fully well, say no be saying even get the time now. Two-Face na popori man now. That being said, Mona leave Two-Face, so me I need to not touch on the likes of Toke Makinwa, those other women where they frustrated for whatever marriage or they don't did before. Mona leave Tuface Idibia.
You see, you will call somebody name, different all sort of names, and when they retaliate, it's looking like they are the one that started it. But meanwhile, you are the one starting it. Is it that are we all trying to pretend that we don't know what Toke is trying to do? Now, recently again, Tiwa's ex-husband, Tibis, is calling her out. Now, even shaming her that she doesn't even have a child. That, like, come on now, like shaming her for not having a child. What did she do? Her own is she just protecting somebody. If Annie's husband decided not to protect her in this vulnerable time, she has just decided to protect a lady who, a fellow woman who is actually in her lowest. Also put into consideration that this is a woman with children, that you need to protect her children. Now, why is this very hard for people to understand what she's trying to achieve, or what she was trying to rebuke Two-Face for? A lot of people have turned this into a gender thing. The guys are for Two-Face, the girls are for Annie. When Toke came out to say that, she only meant that you shouldn't further bring out this girl's situation out there. And every other person who came to speak, we were speaking on that point. And they were speaking based on that. Not because they are saying Two-Face is not supposed to leave the marriage. Why others will say, when they were telling Toke that when you decided to leave your marriage, you even wrote a book. Are we trying to be funny here? Are these two situations the same? Like, are they the same thing? Toke walked away from a marriage that wasn't serving her and maybe her husband too. They walked away. Yes, she wrote her experience. Yeah. But this one, do you think if Annie was like, okay, and Two-Face is okay, and they're going their separate ways? The reason now, do you think Toke will say anything? This lady is in a situation that we don't even know how critical it is. They are insiders. They know what is going on. And you think that is the right time for you to announce a breakup, or for you to announce separation, or for you to announce divorce? How about let's use our sense now and understand, instead of attacking her, attacking Toke, because it's just looking like some people who just are waiting to find that opportunity to attack her. Why? After they've done that, if they want to go their separate ways, does Toke look to you like somebody who wants to force anybody to leave marriage or stay in marriage? If for nothing, when you even listen to her, she's somebody who still wants to get married, in as much as she has had one failed one already. Her sister, her younger sister, is married in her husband's home with a child. Why would you people think that somebody who has been married before, or a single girl, cannot advise people? Like, I don't understand. It just looks like people who, if you are associated with somebody who has been divorced, or somebody who is not married, then if you are doing anything, they are the one in advising you. Like, you people, like, it's just a disease for you to be divorced. A woman, because this thing does not apply to the men. To people, is a disease for a married woman to have any friend that is divorced or that is single. How is it possible that you feel like who is divorced and single can easily pull who is married out? Why don't you overthink it from the other way, that who is married can want to pull back people who are divorced back into marriage, or somebody who is single, that somebody who is married can actually make her see the reasons to get married? Why do you see it from the negative side instead of the positive side? Like, I don't understand it. That mindset is like, is it only in Nigeria that it happens? That once you're married, they feel like you shouldn't associate with with who is not married or who is divorced. Like you so look down on married people because yes, you are looking down on married people. You feel like when they are married, their IQ becomes so low that somebody who is not married or somebody who is divorced can brainwash them out of their marriage. Like I don't even understand or I don't even get how people even see married people. Like to you people, it's a disease to be a divorced woman. It's a disease to be a single woman. Like what let single people and divorced people let them breathe. Because you don't even know anybody's situation. You don't know you maybe by the time they tell you why they walked out of a certain marriage or people who are single, why they have not gotten married. When they tell you maybe some of the things that have happened to them, you will pity them. Because to you people, anybody who is not married is wasted her youthful life. She was choosing when she was in her prime. She was selecting. She was going out with men. But now she's now old cargo. She can. That's to you people. For divorced people, you people also have something to say. Now, can you imagine Iniedo in this Young and Famous made a statement. I think there was one of this episode where she said that she lost so many. She had so many. She married now at the age of I think 25 or 26 or so, but she lost, so many pregnancies, and then she eventually, did surrogacy after the end of her marriage, and she has a child now.
I got married at the age of 26 because I thought that at 31 I would have been done with childbearing and I would have retired and faced my career, but life didn't pan out that way. I tried. I have had over 6 miscarriages. I don't like to go into it. I tried. It wasn't a fancy way out for me. I've always wanted to do this. I have tried. I've done areas. I've lost it half midway through. I know what I have dealt with as a woman.
Now, one very vile human being wrote this. Now, how mean can people be? Like, read that thing carefully. How mean can you clearly heard where she said that she married. Now, this is somebody that married in her 20s, and you sit down there to say that she wasted her youthful years, and then now she is now looking for who will carry a child for her. Like, seriously? Like, you are hard at hearing. You didn't hear what she said? Do you know that there are some people who married in their 20s, early 20s, and up till now they are in their 30s, they've not been able to conceive? It's the grace of God that is making a lot of things sufficient for people. Like, let's just be kind to people because you don't know what they have been through. Can you just imagine saying all that about who you do not know? So you look at her, you could carry yourself to write this against her for somebody you do not know. You see, let's just continue praying for God's grace, because this thing you're talking about is not how far or how well. Some people marry at the age of like 17, 18. They end up not having children in life. Some of them, before they will even have, it will take the grace of God. Now, they married early. There are some that will marry at 35, 36, some at 40. And as they're getting married, they're having children. Don't mock the pain that you have never experienced. Don't. How dare you just sit down and write this? Where this girl, they're talking about married early. See, let's just continue to be kind to people. So this one is just by the way, I just said I should just put this in his own, because when I saw that message, I cringed. I was like, are these human beings? So, but for Toke's own, everybody should take it easy on her. Toke is not, if you could sit down or carefully observe her, she's not what people are thinking she is. To you people, the worst crime she did was to write a book. And that was her experience. This Annie Idibia and Tuface's problem is not our problem. We can only be observers and pray for them and be kind towards them with our words, with our thoughts, and with our actions. That's the best and the least we can do. This is not a time for us to be, it's not men versus women war. No, because that's how it has turned out now. It's looking like the men are supporting Tuface, the women are supporting Annie. It's not supposed to be so. It's supposed to be like showing sympathy to to them as a couple. And nobody should, it's not, Toke did not do anything. She only just called out who was doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. And yes. So yeah, I just said I should say that because the way they are moving to her is just not making sense. She's not the one, she didn't cause anything. If for nothing, she looks like she's behind the scenes helping. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's continue to build this community together. Thank you, and I see you again in my next video. Bye.